What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Exoria. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode, we were working on getting some Ember stuff going, right? And we had knocked out some of these quests here. We got the alloying one done, the stamping one done. We were going to be working on bronze. That was the next one. But in order to get to bronze, we had to set up these machines in order to start alloying. So that's what we're going to do. So I said last episode that I'd dig a little room over here, and I have done such things. Just a very basic room. It's 9 by 9 by 5 tall. I think that matches the same dimensions as this room. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we just have a room here. In the very center, I placed down our Ember activator, and it was a little dark, so I placed a torch on it. So we have, yeah, we got some stuff to set up here. So we have our melter. This is a 2-block tall thing. It's been a minute since I last used these things, but I don't think that's super complicated. Maybe there's 2 different melters? Okay, I was thinking we had to place 2 of them down. I did not realize that it was 2 blocks tall by default. Yeah, it's been a minute since I last used these things. All right, so we got 1 melter there. We'll put another melter there. Is that right? 1 block over, 1 block over. Yeah, okay. Just making sure that they weren't like off-centered or whatever. So we have 2 different melters. So I guess we could melt down one type of fluid, and then we can melt down another one type of metal. Actually, you know what? I think these are going to be better if we move them one over. I think that's what we're going to do. And then in the center here, we'll place our alloyer. The mixer centrifuge is what I mean. We'll place that here so we can extract the fluid out of here into this one and extract the fluid out of here into this. This will mix it, and then this has to be extracted into something else, right? Okay, so now we need to look at getting our stamper set up and our stamp base. All right, so it was also talking about we could put a bin underneath the stamp base. That way it'll automatically extract the item and place it into the bin. So I think that's something we're going to do. Maybe we'll place this here with the stamp like so, and then the stamper 1 block above it, or I guess 1 air block above it. So it should be something like that, okay? The next thing we can do is we can place down a bar stamp or a plate stamp right there, okay? And then I think that should be about all we need to do as far as like the machine placements and setups. We do need these Ember Emitters. Each one of these machines does need its own source of Ember coming in. I believe that takes some there. Wait, was this the... No, that's the emitter. That's the wrong one. Oops. Basalt. I can't get it. We'll just replace it, ignore that. So we need the receiver on each one of these machines. There we go. And then this one needs receiver. I think that goes on the bottom on the furnace looking block. So I am going to have to make 2, or I guess 1 more recipe, but 2 more of those receivers. And same thing for the Ember Emitters. These can only be linked to 1 block at a time. Okay. So we're going to need another recipe of that. Yeah, we're going to need 2 more of those. And then those all have to be linked together. So it's a 1-to-1 thing. We need the Tinker Hammer, I think is what it's called. Ember Hammer? Tinker's Hammer. So we need 2 sticks and then some sarsen stone in order to do that. So let's go ahead and start working on that as well. So sarsen stone, we should have a little bit more of that. We do. I'll put some of that basalt away. This chest is mighty full of this basalt for me digging that out. We're going to have to look at cleaning up the inventory here in a minute, getting rid of some of that extra basalt, or maybe making a drawer or something for it. I guess we can get rid of like some of this other stuff. Let's delete that. Trash can, get rid of that. Okay, very good. So we have the sarsen stone. Now we need 2 sticks. Tinker Hammer, let's make it. All right, so there's that guy. We needed both the Ember Emitter and the receiver again. I don't remember. Okay, so we needed the Camonite plates, and that comes from the Camonite blend. I can't remember if I had any remaining from before. Refractory clay, quicklime, no. Okay, so I'll have to make that off camera. I'll just make those up real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, so the extra Ember Emitters I made and the extra Ember receivers or receptors I made, I'm not exactly sure on the mixer centrifuge where this thing goes. I assume it's the bottom because it's supposed to be heating things. It might be the top. I don't know. But you can tell which block of the 2 that you should put items, or I guess the fluids, into. So we have 1 melter going into the bottom, and if you hover over, you can see that it shows 4 tanks. and there's 4 different sides you can put into there, and that'll mix the 4 different fluids, right? Yeah, so we're pushing 1 fluid into the bottom. We'll be pushing 1 fluid on the other side into the bottom. That should alloy, and that should end up as an alloy on the top level of this thing, right? So now we need to extract out of there. So on the back, I put a fluid extractor. Yeah, we need to hit that with the Tinker hammer here. We don't want the fluid to go right back in there, do we? So yeah, we're extracting out of here. That's going to be following this pipe down. And then I dug out a little pit so it can go all the way over here. And that's going to go into the bottom of our stamp base. Yeah, that's the way we got this set up now. We should probably fill this all in. I think everything should be good to go. Well, obviously we need to link things. We still have not done that yet. Let's fill it all in. Okay, I think we should be okay. Hopefully. It's been a minute since I last used Tinker or Embers. So hopefully I have remembered things correctly. So the way this works, you need to shift right click on the receiver, and then you do it on the sender or the emitter. Or maybe you shift right click and then you right click. Shift right click, right click. That's what it is. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of, you'd think that's a little backwards. You would think that you would do it from the sending to the receiving, but yeah, you do it from the receiving to the sending. So let's do the same thing here, and we'll put on that one. This one will go here, and this one there. Okay, so every one of those should now have its own Ember connection. This does need to get Ember stuff to it, and you have to pipe that in. You can't just right click on an inventory. I don't know if you can just right click Ember in there. Generally what I do is I get like a hopper or something. Are we able to make hoppers yet? I don't remember what the recipe is. Oh yeah, we can do that pretty easily. Let's make ourselves a hopper so we can feed Ember in there. So we needed 5 iron. We need this hammer, and then we need a chest, which I think we should have extra somewhere. I guess we could also use the engines from Buildcraft if we wanted to, but I think the hoppers are just cleaner overall. They take up less space. All right, so let's just make this up real fast, and one last one. There we go. Okay, so now hopper, do it. Very good. Ember, I brought some over here. We've been using that for our crafting. I brought a stack with me. We've done 4 crafts, so we got 60 left. So we can do that, and then we can just place the Ember in there, and that'll start doing stuff. Only one piece isn't going to get us very far, but we can kind of see if anything's happening here. Doesn't look like anything's happening here. This is burning the Ember. I don't know if it, like, starts... Oh, you know what? Each one of these things also needs a redstone signal. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it like stores the power internally or how that works, but you can see the Ember, like it flared up for a little bit and then it went away. So I don't know if the power's gone or how that works. I mean, this is a magic mod, so you don't get a lot of information from the world on what it's doing. Anyway, yeah, I did forget that each one of those Ember emitters requires a redstone signal as well. So let's make sure we place a lever on every single one of these. Okay. So now we can see sparks going around. The Ember is being sent to its respective locations. I will throw in a few more Ember here. I don't know about that much. Yeah, so everything should be filling up full of some Ember power at this point. Now, we haven't done anything. These aren't, there's no items in them for them to melt or anything. So we are going to have to figure that out as well. I don't know if you can just right click. I think you can. I think you just right click some items in there, or you can hopper them in or use pipes or whatever to melt down. So we were trying to get to bronze. Let's go to the quest book real quick. Resource automation, bronze. Yeah, this wants us to make bronze, ingot, electrum, and dawnstone. So bronze, I think, is tin and copper, right? Bronze, ingot. Yeah, this here. Does it show stamping recipe, liquid bronze, melting recipe from bronze? It doesn't show the alloying recipe, does it? So tin and copper. So it looks like we're gonna need 3 copper and then 1 tin, and that should make 4 bronze. We're gonna assume that's correct. So 3 copper and 1 tin. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same way it works in Embers versus other mods or whatever. So if I right click, okay, so those go in there, and then I right click here and that goes in there. Doesn't really look like anything's happening though, does it? Let's put in more Ember. Hopefully things will start working. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this says that it has copper in... Yeah, it's got the copper ingots in there. It's melted 2 of them. This one over here has 1 melted. So I'll flip this lever on. Now we can see this tank currently has 1 ingot of molten tin. That has the 3 ingots. We'll put that over here. And then we should start seeing some alloying happening here. I don't know how long it takes for each one of these things to work. And again, I might have the Ember receptor on the wrong side. It might need to be on the top. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything happen here. I feel like that receptor is on the wrong spot. Let's move that up. Oh man, this pickaxe. All right, so we will rebind this to that. Aha, now things are happening. Okay, so that alloys quite quickly. So beyond that, we should just be able to right click this and that'll put stuff over here. Yeah, we got 1 bronze ingot. Okay, so yeah, the bin is automatically collecting that. I suppose we could move that down 1 block, put the bin in the ground and then like extract out of the bottom or something into some kind of a chest. That's another possibility instead of having it where it is right now. But yeah, we have the 4 bronze ingots. Now if we right click on there, whoops, right click on there, we get the ingots out. Cool. So there's the bronze ingots that we needed. So we can continue doing the same thing. So Electrum, that is gold and silver. Let's go ahead and grab 1 gold. 1 gold and 1 silver. I don't know how much of this stuff we're gonna need. Maybe a lot. I don't know. So there's 1 silver. Here's gonna be 1 gold. And those should all just work alloy, and then we should get it over here when it's done. Oop. Yep, sounds like things happened. We have 1 Electrum. Cool. Okay, so there's the Electrum. The final item we needed was Dawnstone. I don't remember how Dawnstone is made. Let's take a look. Molten Dawnstone mixing recipe. So we need gold and copper. Okay, so that's easy. It's almost like the Electrum, but it's slightly different. So gold and copper. Let's do 3 gold, 3 copper. I don't know how much of this we're gonna need, but since that is an Ember's thing, I feel like we're gonna be needing it for future Ember stuff. And then copper there. Yeah, you can see it's working because of the smoke particles. It is kind of difficult to know like how much power these have and if it has enough power and all of that kind of stuff. You just kind of have to blindly feed Ember into the Ember activator. Like, is it still going? What's it doing over here? So we have some molten gold and some oh, we still have molten gold and silver. Oh, why do we have gold and silver in there? I'm confused. Did we make the Dawnstone over here? What is this? We still had some molten electrum. I'm confused on what's going on with that. I don't know what happened to my other fluids. Oh, you know what? The other fluids must be in the pipe still. I believe the pipe can hold fluids somewhere. I don't know. Molten electrum. Let's break this and replace it. See what happens. Yeah, I'm confused. We put gold and copper in there. Where's my gold and copper? Oh, so the gold is still here. You can see it kind of flowing back and forth. This one's got the copper. Okay, so we need to break and replace this thing. Yeah, I don't know why that's still got some left over. I guess it's not just 1 gold and 1 silver equals 1 electrum or 2 electrum like we've seen in the past. Or maybe this ran out of power. That might be the case too. Let's just break it and set it back. Okay, so that now has copper and gold in there. We have to reset up the receptor and then rebind it. Okay, so now it probably doesn't have any power at all, so let's put some more ember in there. There we go, now it's starting to get it. Yeah, I guess that's must be what happened. It just ran out of power, so it couldn't make the rest of the Electrum. I guess we get 2 ingots, is what we're supposed to get, and it didn't have enough power to make the rest of them. I guess. I don't know. But anyway, here's our Dawnstone. We got our 6 ingots that we're looking for. Okay, Dawnstone. So that should complete the quest for bronze, and it does. Very good. So that unlocks this one. I saw a log. With bronze and diamonds available, I came up with a design that enables me to automate making planks. You know what? That's going to be pretty awesome. Instead of doing the stupid choppy thing on the chopping block, a sawmill. This is from Survivalist. Okay, a sawmill. What does this take? Ooh, a diamond handsaw, iron slats. So that's iron nuggets. Can we use the ore berries? We can. Very good. So we need 2 bronze gears. So we're gonna have to make a little bit more bronze, a couple of pistons. So we need to make some tin gears. That's fine. Furnace. These are expensive. I really want this Misty World cobblestone. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of doing the hardened stone. That's the obsidian plate. So it's like 64 stone for every single furnace. Yeah, it's getting a little expensive. And then iron slats we saw. Okay, well, there's nothing too crazy here, and that's just flaked diamond. Iron pin. I have to make another one of those. All right, well, let me go ahead and start making up the stuff for this. We saw how to make bronze. We know how to make the gears and all this kind of stuff. So we'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Here's a diamond handsaw. We made some pistons. I smelted down a full stack of stone and then ate more of the obsidian things. We got ourselves 1 extra flaked diamond. Yeah, I hit our last remaining diamond on the obsidian. We got 3 of them. 2 of them went into the handsaw, so that's nice. So we should have everything now to make our sawmill, and there it is. Okay, so I don't really know how this thing works. Do you have to give it, like, coal power? Yeah, okay, so it's like a furnace, essentially. Let's check this out. I am kind of curious to see this thing working, so let's put in, I don't know. Let's do 16 logs and 1 charcoal. I assume it's going to do 8 items like a furnace would, but I don't know how this thing works, so let's check it out together. So it looks like... Oh, we get 8 planks per. That is really nice. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be able to do quite a lot of plank crafting off of 1 charcoal. I was expecting us to be able to do 8 like a furnace, and it looks like we might be able to do all 16 that I put in there. Interesting. Okay, so we are definitely going to need a way to extract this, otherwise the fuel that we put in here is going to be wasted. So I'll take that out. Yeah, that's definitely going to be doing quite a lot. It does look like it's going to do 16, doesn't it? Okay, okay. So we can finish up the 8 more logs that we have in there and get ourselves another stack of planks. I like it. Okay, very good. So we have that done. That quest is complete. It did not give us anything for doing it, but it is a quality of life improvement for making planks going forward, and I like it. So we have a quest down here, I was noticing, that is a hopper, but it also wants us to collect or create an item vacuum. I've never made this before, at least I don't think I have. So let's take a look at what an item vacuum is. Item vacuum. So that is a chest plus some lead plates. That is inexpensive. Okay, so we already have chests made. We'll just grab ourselves 5 lead. I should probably look at smelting down some more lead. Maybe getting some more ore berries for that and purposely going after it. That's like one of our least resources that we have. And also tin is getting a little low, isn't it? Anyway, so we have that, and then we need our hammer thing that I put away. Looks like we might need a new stone hammer as well. Is there a upgraded version of this? There's an iron hammer and there's a steel hammer. Maybe we should make an iron one. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. So that's, was it 4? Yeah, 4 ingots of iron and then 2 sticks. Okay, we'll get rid of the stone one. I don't know if this just gives us more durability or if it makes the plates faster or both. I'm sure I've made this before, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So that's 14 durability. This doesn't say how much durability it has yet. Let's just start doing this until that hammer breaks, though, because I'm sure it's going to break. There it is. All right, so we'll do this one. How much durability does this have? 248. Okay, well, 250, I guess. All right, well, I don't know if that makes it faster or not. I didn't really pay attention, but it definitely has more durability, so it'll last longer. So item vacuum. Oops, there we go. From embers. Collecting. Yeah, I don't really know how this thing works. I don't know if I've ever done this before. Does this have an internal inventory? It doesn't. So this is probably another thing that has to sit on top of a bin, I would imagine. If we put that on top of this chest, well, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't know that it had a direction. Okay, so if we place it like that and I throw down something, does it just pick it up? Or does it only pick it up if it touches? None of these things. Maybe it'll only put into a bin. I honestly don't know how this works. Is there... You know, there is a book for embers, isn't there? Maybe I should look it up real quick. Automated collection. The item vacuum is a means of sucking in items in the world. Simply power it with redstone and it will draw in all items in a large area in front of it. It will automatically push items through pipes attached to its back face. Well, that's a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. All right. So chest, item, pipe. I am kind of curious to see this thing working, so we'll do that. Pipe. Let's get rid of this thing. And then item vacuum. We need redstone signal, so let's make another lever. That and that. There we go. All right, so now if I toss something down, like one of my baguettes. Dang, that works pretty well. And then, yeah, look at that. They're way over here. Okay, well, that is pretty useful. I wonder what the range is on this thing. Like, if I'm back over here, does it pull in items? What if I throw them this way? Oh, yeah. Does it pull it through the door? No, it gets stuck on the door. Okay, interesting. So it is kind of a large area in front of it. What about off to the side? Interesting. All right, so about 3 blocks away on the side and quite far in front of it. Maybe like 8 blocks away. I'd have to do some testing to find out, but yeah, this is a really cool item from Embers. I like it. All right, well, now we know how that thing works. We can definitely move on. Oh, we can't break this. Okay. It's unfortunate that these skyblock tools can't break normal things, only like the base materials or whatever. I wonder if there's a way... It says skyblock on it. I wonder if there's a way we can upgrade this so it has like a higher mining level or something. There might be a way. I don't know. So anyway, now that we got that quest done, auto cobble generator, that's something that I am pretty interested in. With a piston, I might be able to create a device that is able to break cobblestone. Any cobblestone generator, it will still break them apart into rocks, but at least it is automatic. Well, I mean, if it's breaking it apart into rocks, how useful is that? I'm not sure. Well, let's take a look at an automatic breaker. What do you have here? Okay, so lead plates, iron plates, and another piston. Well, we can do that. And automatic breaker. Okay, so the automatic breaker recipe is complete, or I guess the quest is. So it says with a piston, I might be able to create a device. Okay, so that's just talking about breaking it. So I don't know how this thing works. You just set it on something. Does it need ember power? Does it break the item that's on top of it? That's what's spinning. Let's try putting a piece of cobblestone on top. Oh, okay. So it does absolutely break things that are on top of it. So is that useful, I wonder? Can we do anything with the rocks? Can we turn that into cobble? So it looks like... Oh, you know what? You can do it, can't you? Yeah, but you need clay to do that. Yeah, is that really that useful, I wonder? So that would be a way of us getting gravel. That would be an automatic way of us getting gravel. So that could be useful. So if we take this downstairs, let's try this out. If we take this downstairs and we place it underneath that cobble right there. Okay, so it'll do stuff for us. I mean, that's kind of cool, I suppose. Let's turn this off, though. I'm going to collect this back. All right, well, I mean, if we need a lot of gravel, that's going to be a way for us to do it, right? So I think that's pretty okay. All right, so that should do that. I'll collect my water back, and then we will fill this all back in the way it was. Like so, and then that. Yeah, okay. So if we want rocks in order for us to make loads of gravel, that's definitely a viable way. And then we can use the powered collector, the item vacuum thing, in order to collect it. Seems legit. Okay, so if we want to do that, we definitely can. So moving on from that, automatic sieving. Ooh. So this is something I've never done before. The item vacuum is definitely going to be useful for this. Yeah, there's ways that you can automatic sieve that I've seen with Waterwheels, but I've never done it myself. Now that I can collect sieved items with the vacuum, I only need to add some kinetic power to move the sieves. I have a design in mind that can auto sieve a 5x5 grid of sieves, which we have a 3x3, I think, so we could expand it out one more ring around it. That'd be cool. But how to get the kinetic power? Water should be able to move some water wheels, and then I can connect those with an axle to an auto siever. So I assume this is going to go underneath one of the blocks, and we have to connect, we have to connect that with the stone axle. So that's going to mess with our spruce wood shakes. We need so many of these exposed. Maybe we could put the sieves up a block so they're floating, so then we have more of these still exposed. I think every one of these sieves is like making the block underneath not exposed, right? Do we want these things kind of up in the air floating? That would look kind of weird. I'm not really sure the best way of going about this. Can we connect? Well, yeah, I'm not sure. I've never used this before, and I don't know how this is going to affect these in this pack, so let's take a look at it. Otto Sifter. I am kind of curious to check this out, though, because I've seen this used before, and I have never used it myself, so I don't really know. More pistons, which means more tin gears. We don't have a lot of tin, so that's just all cobblestone. That's easy. These are cobblestone. There's like many different types of these stone gears. I think you can do it with just cobblestone without the wood gears, or I might be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, oh no, that's stone gear, not cobblestone gear. Is there? Do we have to do the wood and then cobblestone? Maybe we do. It's been a while since I've looked through that, and it looks like there's a few different types of these. We need 2 more hoppers, which is fine. We can do that. All right, well, let me go ahead and start making some of these things, I suppose. Water wheels, let's take a look at these, actually. Water wheel. These are made with more of the stone axles, which is stone gears and stone rods, easy. Sticks and planks. Okay, so that's all really, really easy. And then the stone axle we saw is just the stone gear plus some stone sticks. That is it. Okay, well, let me start crafting those up and we'll be back, guys. And once again, here we go. Here's the 4 water wheels that we need. I made the Otto Sifter. We have some extra stone axles. We can even make more of those. I wasn't sure how many of those we were gonna need, so I guess we can just make like 8 of them since I wanted that total for the recipe. But I made 8, and then like 4 of those went into the water wheels, and then 1 went into this thing, which I made an extra 1 earlier. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So that's all done, right? So we have all of this. That does not, oh, no, we've already done all of this massive gathering. Yeah, we've done that one. We've done this one. These are all done. Very good. So now I guess we got to check out how this thing works. And since I've never used it before, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. We're going to start again. This axe doesn't work. Dang it. I keep thinking this axe is going to do well for us. And then it only works for chopping down trees. Let's swap it out for this thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how this thing actually works because I'm not entirely sure. All right, so I assume we place it under there. Let's see if I can get the block. All right. So let's see. Auto Siever. Okay, so that connects and it looks like it does attach to everything. That has a spot here, which I assume is where our stone gears, our stone axles attach to. So I place that there. It looks like it attaches just fine. Maybe we could go out behind this wall and then have the water wheels back here or something. I don't know exactly what all we need to do. Am I missing one? I guess I was missing one. Okay, water wheel. Again, I don't know how big these things are. So I'm just gonna clear out a little bit of space here. I assume it'll place down and let me know if I've done it right or wrong. We have 4 of them, so we probably want to dig out 4 deep, right? All right, collect all this stuff. All right, so that goes back here. And I don't know if we place the water wheel on one of these stone axles or... Now that's got a weird texture. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so that does not attach like that. How do we do that? Like this? Okay, well that looks right. Now I'm stuck in here. So do we just place water on top? It's probably got to be flowing one direction. This is flowing over both sides, isn't it? So that's not going to be working too well. All right, well, let me try figuring this out real quick since I've never messed with these before. I'm sure I'll get it. Just give me a moment here and we'll be right back. All right, well, this is kind of cool. It took me a minute to figure out how this all works, and it isn't sifting like exceptionally fast, but it is automatic. That means I don't have to sit there and camp it, right? So yeah, it looks like every single block along this has to be facing the correct direction. Like if you hold shift on, you can see that it says facing north, right? So if you have some facing north and then you place them this way, then they're facing south, they don't exactly work right. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So we have all of these things with water on top of it flowing over and around. And that seems to be doing pretty well. Now, I don't know. Maybe it would be better if we put like blocks down here in the corner or something. I don't know. Does that improve it? It says effective rotation -2. I don't know if that does anything for us by putting some blocks down here. It doesn't appear to. Okay. So yeah, pretty much a rule of thumb, you need to make sure you're placing it all the same direction all the way down there. So I placed it facing this way, and then I broke out blocks at the very end so I could place that last water wheel. I assume we can add in a stupid amount of these water wheels and make this go faster. But for right now, I mean, I guess this will be good enough. I don't really know how we feed the stuff on there. Do we just put like a hopper or something? Yeah, I've never used this before, so I don't know. But anyway, if I right-click on there, you can see that it is slowly going down. I guess it's kind of hard to see. It just went down 1 pixel. There goes another one. Yeah, so it is working. I don't know how effective this is going to be, like I said. It is kind of cool that it is a thing, though. So, yeah, I mean, there's that. We can just cover this all back up. I guess I can place block there, and then we can do one of these numbers. But as far as this all goes, yeah, we have to see this, which I'm not like hugely a fan of. I suppose we could do some kind of like a cover on it, right? We could use the chisel and bits or something to like cover that up so we don't have to fall down there. I don't know. That's something we'll look at in the future, though. There we go. Get that all filled in. Okay, very good. Well, we have a way that we can do this. The animation's kind of interesting. I like it. It's weird that it goes down underneath the blocks down there, but yeah, it seems to still work just fine. Okay, well, we'll look at potentially getting this thing hooked up, and maybe this will be faster too for manually doing this. I think it'll, maybe it sieves a little bit faster like that too. It probably does, I'm sure. Yeah, anyway, I think we're gonna call it an episode for today. We got a lot of good stuff going on. We got ourselves our automatic sieves going on, even though they're a little slow. We got ourselves all of the Ember stuff over here hooked up, so we can now make ourselves all the different alloys. I like the way this room looks. It is kind of cool. It's got all of this different stuff going on with it, even though it is embers. I don't know. It just looks interesting. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.